I can't see it.
Okay. Can
There
you
we
hear
go.
it?
I see you, sis. What's up?
I see you, bro. Welcome to the powerhouse. We got your girl Hyper and none other than Mr.
And you
Hollywood.
got your man Hollywood, Mr. Hollywood.
All right, Facebook. Tonight we do own the rights to this motherfucking music. This is my boy Lil Aubrey out of San Antonio. All right, welcome to the powerhouse and let's get it. All right, so straight out the streets, y'all ready for it? We got it's the what
Let's get it.
Hollywood? We got them birthdays
Let-
out, and we want to give a very we want to start out before we even give her song. She does so much for the Rough Rider organization. We want to give an early birthday shout out to none other than the queen, the baby doll, the ultimate diva, the boss lady, none other than Cashmere. All right.
I
So this is for
I
you
got
tomorrow. She gonna be 21. Let's go.
so I got another Libra in the house,
Hey. Okay.
right?
What? And Facebook, we don't own this music until we can agree and fit more perfectly on the day you came to be. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. All right, y'all. We shouting that out to Cashmere, whose birthday is tomorrow. But you thought we forgot? It was our very own Mr. Hollywood. What?
Hey, 46,
Yes.
46 on Wednesday, man. But
Okay,
hey,
okay. You better speak that life into your next trip around the sun, big bro. You better
yeah,
speak that. So we having drinks to Cashmere and to Hollywood. Yes, I wish y'all peace, blessings, and love, bro. I love you. I love you. I love you. Your girl turns her B-Day next week. Wait, what? Let me see. Not next week, the week after, the 14th. I'm the 14th all day.
also I
So
got
I
another
like,
Libra.
yes, baby, like I said, and I share my birthday with May He Rest in Power George Floyd, but I also share it with sexy ass Catherine Zeta Jones and
Mhm.
Usher. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about them other signs, but I know Libra is the best. When you
Mhm.
rocking, baby, you want to rock with the best. So we rock with the Libra gang. I'm just saying we
Right.
cut different, okay? Our cloth is cut different. So we got a great
Mhm.
show for y'all tonight. So we gonna move it right along. So with that, I'm about to bring y'all the celebrity gossip, baby. What?
Let's get
Y'all
it.
are not gonna believe this one. Okay, y'all are not gonna believe this celebrity gossip. I swear on me, you ain't gonna believe this one. Facebook, like I said, I don't own the rights to this music. We just musically playing it, baby. Look at here, whoo, child. Let me take my glass off for this one, baby. Listen. Look here, Lucy. Look here, baby. If fucking your life up was a meme, there would be a picture of Bacallis, aka Cardi B. Do you hear me, Hollywood? You're not gonna believe what she did. Yo, somebody need to check on Offset. Make sure the brother. All right, look, baby. Let me stir my drink for this one. Let me
So
tell
what
you
it?
what Miss Cardi B did, bro. So peep this. While she was pregnant, right? Offset decided to cheat on sis yet again, right? Okay, so peep this. Sis was like, look here. That's what we doing, baby. She got her lick back. She cheated on him while she was pregnant. And when he
Ooh.
asked her about it, sis wasn't like, nah, I didn't cheat. Nah, this, nah, that. She said, and did. Oh, my girl said, and did. Okay, let me tell y'all can play with a good woman long enough, but when she get that lick back, that shit hits so different, it's ridiculous. Okay, when they get their lick back, babies, y'all better be prepared, because baby,
Right.
she gave a true definition of R. Kelly's when a woman's fed up. She did
Mm-mm-mm.
that. I mean, if you think about it, bro, she took her money, put it was his money, and made him a whole billionaire before before he's 40 years old. When you got a
Hmm.
badass chick on your team that's trying to build you up, you would be dumb as hell to mess her over and break the team down. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, that is your celebrity gossip. Up next, we got the ninja news. So
Now,
let's get it.
you
What's
got
up, bro?
you got to bring in what we were trying to get last week, so you might as well get it in right now with this
Oh
one.
shit, what we trying to get, bro? What we trying to get?
Well, we had the whole hurricane scare last weekend, so that's why we had to postpone this
Oh, this
podcast.
episode. Right,
So
right, right.
I think in Ninja News, we were gonna cover the whole Diddy situation. So I'm gonna let you fill in with that one.
Okay, so before we get started with the Diddy situation, up next you do have your ninja news, but I'm gonna let my bro tell y'all about the hurricane and let everybody know they good in Florida, and they still moving, they still rocking and shaking. All right, what?
Mhm.
And Facebook, like I said, we don't own the music to it. We just musically playing it. What? Hey, okay. Hey, hey. All right, here we go.
Hey,
In ninja news.
hey.
All right, Hollywood, give them the scoop on Florida. Give them the update, bro. Give them the update.
So we were able to make it through. We had some damage, some trees down, some power outages. We had over 300,000 people without power, at least in central all the way up to North Florida. I can't really speak on behalf of the Tampa area and down there in Central Florida area by where Orlando is, but I know they got hit, somewhat hard. But I think the hardest place that
How
got
we
hit
doing? What I
the
missing?
hardest, I
Okay.
think the hardest place that got hit the hardest was North Carolina. They had a lot of flooding and all that. So
Yeah,
out here
the
in Florida, we're all
Carolinas.
good. Yeah, out here we're all good.
Okay.
Obviously our power's back on. A bunch of
Right,
small
right.
trees, or a bunch of trees fallen, a bunch of debris and whatnot, but no major damage, at least up here in Northeast Florida. So we were pretty
Okay,
fortunate to get
snap,
through it.
snaps. Good. That's what's up. And all of our
Hmm.
chapters, all of our family members, everybody we got out there in the Carolinas, just stay, keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got FEMA Red Cross, and it's like our brother Lawless is working with some people to see about getting a better system set up, and that'll come along later. But I'm
Hmm.
glad you guys are safe, and I'm glad everything is okay. But yes, as Hollywood stated earlier, that is the reason why the show was not broadcasted live last weekend, due to that, because safety is going to always be first. We know you guys love us, we know y'all
Yeah.
have fun with us, but it'll definitely always, always, always be first. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
All right, so up next, with that being said, we got, woo, baby. Oh, I forgot. I was about to forget the rest of the ninja news, bro. You had me going. Okay, another ninja news, and we will be covering this very soon. Sean Diddy Combs. This boy just won't stop.
Hyper. Where you at, sis? So we're gonna cover Ninja News right now. Apparently, Hyper's having some technical difficulties. So, oh, there she is again. All right, go ahead and cover it, sis. Can you hear me, sis? So, anyways, through the Ninja News, while she figure out what's going on with her, we're gonna be covering the whole situation with P Diddy. Um, so yeah, a lot more women and a lot more
I'm
victims are
back.
coming out.
All
All
right.
right, there you
So
go.
sorry about that. Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, sorry guys, sorry about that. Bro, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, bet. So basically, um, what happened was in the midst of everything that's going on with Diddy, basically they decided to do a do-over and raid Bro House again. And when they raided his house again, baby, do you know that they went in and found a secret passage in his bedroom floor like he on casino or something, like he a
Hmm.
gangster or something. And it led to tunnels. And one of the tunnels led to the mansion, the Playboy mansion.
Wow,
So it is cray cray.
that's crazy.
It is cray cray.
Well,
Hollywood, can
not
you hear me, bro?
yeah, I can hear you. Not only that, they also found over what was it,
Okay,
a
y'all
thousand.
hold up.
They also found 1,000 bottles of baby oil and about I think over 700 and maybe 20 uh, male toys, also known as female pleasure toys. Um, so while we're waiting on Hyper with her technical difficulty, I'm going to cover the sports section of it real quick. So we had ended up losing a few great people this week. I'm going to start with Pete Rose. You know, Pete Rose was predominant in the 1963 to 1986 era in Major League Baseball. A majority of the time he spent with the Cincinnati Reds. Um, he also played for the Philadelphia Phillies, and he has got he actually holds the records for career hits at 4,256 career hits, career singles at 3,215, career games played consecutively 3,562 games played, career at bats 14,053. Career plate appearances 15,890, and he's also a three-time world champion. So Rose came to.
Okay, there we go.
I'm just covering sports real quick, and we'll get
Yeah,
back
go
to
ahead,
this.
bro. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So we all know that Pete Rose was banned from baseball in the late '80s in 1989 for gambling on the Cincinnati Reds games. As he served as a player and a manager. He filed for multiple appeals to be reinstated so that he could later be voted into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Each time that he appealed, each year was denied. However, with that being said, many of his pictures and many memorabilia still stand all along the hallways of the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Um, he died on September 30th, which was Monday, and at the age of 83 years old. It is listed as hypertension and arthritis, atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, hypertension, commonly known as high blood pressure, forces the heart to work harder in order to pump blood due to the force of blood pressing on the arterial walls. It is a heart condition where a buildup of plaque blocks the blood flow. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to move to our next player in the NBA that was widely known for doing one of these, for shaking the
Oh, my
finger.
baby, I need a drink. I need a drink. Wait, did you say for taking the finger or giving the finger, sir? Because
No,
we could
for shaking the finger, for
okay,
shaking.
yes, for shaking the finger. Go what? Go ahead, bro. Hit it. I need a drink.
So he played 18 seasons in the NBA. He was drafted out of Georgetown University in 1991 in the first round, and he was a fourth overall pick. His NBA career lasted from 1991 all the way to 2009. That is a lengthy NBA career. He's none other than Dikembe Mutombo, also known as Mount Mutombo.
What's up, bud? Kimbe? My
Um,
imaginary fourth husband.
yep. So off the court, away from the NBA, he was known as a humanitarian, which opened up his own foundation called the Dikembe Mutombo Foundation to improve the living conditions in his native Republic of Congo. So it's in the country where he was born and raised in. Uh, He is an 8-time NBA All-Star. He is a 4-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year, 2-time NBA rebounding leader, 3-time NBA blocks leader with 3,289 shots blocked. His number 55 was after he retired, and with all the accolades that he's had throughout his lengthy career, his number 55 was retired by the Denver Nuggets and then by the Atlanta Hawks. So we all know him as, after every successful block that he's had in the NBA, he was always taunting opponents like this, like, no, 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 not here.
Not in my house. Not
Yep.
in my house. He was infamous for that shit, and I
So
loved it.
yeah. But later on in his career, because he got a little carried away with it, um, officials finally responded with the gesture as a technical. They gave him a technical foul every time he did it. So
Right.
like conduct. So with that being said, we're gonna move to what Jordan did to him in one of the games.
Right, but
Because
it was okay. It was cool when Jordan did it, but it was a problem with the
but
Kimby when the
but,
Kimby did it.
but Jordan actually got the technical foul. So I
Yeah.
remember in the locker room before, Mutombo said, "Yeah, you've never postered me before, and you'll never be able to get a chance to poster me." And I believe it's on The Last Dance if you watch that show.
Look
And
clear.
he finally got him in that game. And when he finally dunked over Mutombo, Jordan shook the finger like this and ended up getting a technical foul. So it was kind of like a little payback. So it was comical, but in the same sense,
Right,
it
right,
is what it is. So
right.
at the time of Mutombo's death, which was September 30th of this year, he also died the same day that Pete Rose did.
Yeah.
He was at the time of his death, he is the second all-time block shots leader, and he's right behind Hakeem Olajuwon, which plays for the Houston Rockets.
Right.
He later announced October 15th of 2022, he announced that he was undergoing treatment for a brain tumor, which ultimately ended up taking his life, and he was surrounded by friends and family. When he died at the age of 58 in his home in Atlanta. So, that's a very young age to be. That's 12 years older than me. So many prayers go out to Pete Rose's family and to Dikembe Mutombo's family. So that's all I
Yes.
really got for you in sports. I know we were going to cover some footballs and some
Yeah,
game of the
but
week,
that one taking a week. Yeah,
but
we'll
yeah,
touch back with y'all next week on game of the week
mhm,
because those like when you have a death of someone like that and then you get hit with another death in the same day. And I meant to mention earlier we did lose phenomenal actor John Amos. You guys
mhm.
may remember him from long running television series Good Times. He was the dad. He played the cop in the Players Club. He played the
He played
dad
it,
of Lisa in Coming to America. He
and he
owned McDowell's
yeah, and he also played in Die Hard 2 with
with
uh
with Bruce Willis,
yes,
and
that's
he
it.
also you good. He also like he was just legendary in his life.
hmm Now,
So rest
here
in power.
yeah,
What's up, bro?
here's the thing that gets me with that is like he actually passed away in the middle of August, but his family just now found out about it, so now they're
Right.
re-releasing it
They're
again.
re-releasing it again. That
So
part was crazy. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Let me be out of town on a Rough Friday event. Let me be out of town on business, and my daddy died, and I'm the last to know.
hmm
Everybody might as well line up because everybody getting the ass whooping.
yeah,
Everybody is getting just know you finna take that L. You finna get your ass whooped because that is crazy. His daughter, who looked just like him, just not found out her daddy was dead. Like,
yeah,
bruh. But then it make me wonder, like, but sis, real shit, real talk. How often do you talk to your daddy to just not finding out that your daddy dead?
yeah.
I'm just saying, how often? So
Mhm.
yeah. So yes, you got anything else, bro, before we get ready to slide off into this
Um,
fire topic?
Now I got one more thing. I don't want to
Yeah.
really touch too much on it, but I actually watched the vice presidential debate, and I have to say it was probably one of the best ones I've ever seen. I feel like
Wait,
it
you went
was.
back and watched it?
I actually watched it while I was at work all the way up until I got home. So
Okay,
but
okay, changing political views.
but
Okay.
but I honestly have to say that they both had some very good points, and they both made some clear
Well,
precise,
we're
like
so many days
they
away
were
from the
clean
election.
cut to the point, and it wasn't like what you've been seeing. He said, she said, yes. So I was pleased to actually see the piece, and unfortunately, Vance had to uh, fact check somebody, but other than that, man, I mean, it was a phenomenal debate in my opinion. So hyper, where you at
Oh
there?
wait,
There
we
you
right
are.
here. So yeah, so that's what's up. Well, y'all,
Your
we gonna
mic
get
is
ready to get into this topic.
there. You go. Okay.
Is okay.
So
We getting ready to get
let's
into
get
this
into this
topic.
topic. Let's get into this
Okay, so
topic. A
before
good
we
40
do,
minutes to
we
cover this.
gon' right. So we gonna bring it. Excuse me. We got a special guest for y'all tonight. So this is for John Amos. This is for Dikembe and for Pete Rose. Y'all were real big. Y'all did real shit. So real. Keep it real. So tonight's topic.
So you want to bring in tonight's topic, or
All
you
right.
want me
So here we
to
go.
say it?
Let's go. So tonight's topic, Hollywood. Let's do it. Bring it in because we got a special guest for y'all. Y'all are so not ready for her. So let's go, Hollywood. What
Yeah,
we
right.
got tonight on the plate?
All right. So our topic for tonight is accountability, and what does it mean for you, or what does it mean to you
What
as an
does it mean to
individual and
you?
as a person?
That
So
part.
I have one that I want to cover personally, and I know our special guest has one that she wants to cover, and I'm
So
sure
let's go
you
ahead
have
and
one.
bring her in. Yes. So let's go ahead and bring her in, bro. Let's do this.
All right, let's bring her
So
in. Let's see how it goes.
where's she at? Miss Special Guest to the stage. Where are you, my love? I don't see her. Where's she at?
I don't know. Give me 1 second.
All right, bet.
All right, she says she's backstage, and only the host can see her.
Okay, let me see. Up, yep. Let's go on and bring this beautiful lady to the stage. Let's go on and do this. All
All right,
right,
let's see.
and here we go.
Hey y'all.
Hey,
There she is.
babes. Oh, it's my favorite little demon.
How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Hey,
You?
hey now. Jenny on the air.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Want to talk about it with me? Want to talk about it with you?
All
Let's
right.
go. Let's do this. Welcome to the
So,
powerhouse, mama.
thank you, baby. Cheers to
Looking
you, my
good as ever.
love.
Cheers.
To all my
Cheers.
beautiful people in the world.
Cheers.
Salud.
Let's go. All right. So tonight, Hollywood, tell our special guest what we are talking about so we can get into this.
All right, we're covering accountability and what it means for you as an individual, what it means, what topic or what's the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to accountability. I have my own that the very first thing that comes to me when it comes to accountability. So I want to bring it in with Jennifer, and I'm going to let her start this one off.
Oh,
Wow,
okay.
okay, y'all. That's deep because like across the
Yes.
board accountability, like some people can you can have levels, I guess, like well you maybe you shouldn't have levels, but when it comes to like personal, when it comes to, your family, to your job, um it can mean something different to you, it can mean like a higher level of feeling and emotion and commitment. But personally, I believe that you should still have like a strong basis for a ground. Like you should be grounded, you know what I mean? Like and have your value set. Um, but accountability. So accountability for me, what what I think my focus would be primarily tonight would be for myself, because there's so many different variations that you could go into, so many avenues that you could cover. But I want to say accountability to myself. Like how, being responsible for your choices and the consequences of those choices. Being willing to do the hard work that you need to do when you make that mistake or you cross that line. Recognizing those feelings and sitting in with those feelings and the uncomfortableness of it, peeling it apart and thinking about why you did that, why you reacted that way, and why you caused possible harm, and being committed and truthful to yourself about change. For me, I'm holding myself accountable tonight. So for me, it's like, what do I allow someone to do to me?
Right.
You teach people how to treat you. So if you're not being treated right, or if you are being treated right, you're teaching people every day how to treat you. So if I'm feeling like I'm not being treated right, that's my own fault, because I'm teaching people how to treat me. And that means I need to re-examine myself. I need to re-examine my morals, my values, my expectations of others and myself, and expect more if I'm not. Because if I am allowing someone else to treat me some type of way that's not okay, that's on me. So for accountability for me, it's about, number one, being responsible for your choices and the consequences of those choices, and being willing to do the hard work, take the time to recognize, and it's more uncomfortable, I think, if you've done harm to someone else, to be able to humble yourself and go to that person, because it may be on a level that they don't have it in their heart to forgive you.
Mm-hmm.
But holding yourself accountable, you're still going to do the right thing, and you're going to recognize your fault, admit your fault and your wrongdoing, ask for forgiveness. It's up to that other person whether they choose to forgive you or not. But then it's up to you to decide, do I continue on this path, or do I recognize where I fell short
Mm-hmm.
and do the work to make a difference and be better?
Agreed.
I don't know where my sister went.
That's okay. We can still cover for it.
So, and like I said, we can go in all kind of different directions with that. Were you able to hear anything I said, baby?
Yes, I did. And you were amazing with it. And, one of the things that, I had brought up, like I absolutely loved, like, what, I love what you were saying about that, because, earlier, we were talking to Lawless, and it was like, basically, what I was telling him was that, basically, in all of the aspects of accountability, you have to include the main one, which is self. Because no matter what, whether it's your financial, being a parent, being an individual, and you cause an action and you don't own up to your action, you don't take it, all starts with you.
Right.
And it is like, if you don't feel you have a problem, then there's no accountability in you.
Right. And it don't matter if it's against a person or you, it still falls on you to recognize that
part
and handle it. Either handle yourself or
That
that
part.
individual.
Exactly. Like I can't be out here cussing people out. I can't be out here a drug addict and knocking people out who want to help me. I can't be addicted to sex. I can't be a bad parent. I can't be certain things and never ever hold self accountable without saying, well, hey Jen, I got raped, or hey Hollywood, I watched my dad get killed in front of me. These are examples. You know what I'm saying? And not let y'all know why I'm acting this and never take accountability. Because in order for otherwise y'all are just holding me accountable for my actions without knowing the truth behind it. And you have to know. Now you don't have to know all the way, but to some extent you have to know the root of the problem. That way you know how to begin to address, attack a plan, and appreciate it.
And girl,
But
listen, sometimes we just mess up.
yeah,
Sometimes we
Straight
just
up.
act a fool, okay? Let's be real about it.
Let's
well,
be real.
Sometimes we just act a fool. We say things we shouldn't say in the heat of the moment, the passion of the moment, and you got to own up to that. You got to say, you
That
know what, I
part.
was wrong.
mhm.
Please forgive me. I was
Exactly.
wrong.
But just like you said, Jennifer, it gives that person a sense of humility.
Right.
You can humble yourself in a situation like that. It's almost like you're freeing yourself from a sin that damaged a relationship or damaged, your inner being, and when you take accountability for what you've done, ruining relationships, ruining friendships and whatnot, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm a victim of that. We've already touched on that, Hyper, and I feel
Right.
so much better about it because I had a weight lifted off my shoulder. Not
It
I had
does.
I
It
had to admit that I was wrong. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And once you get that, and you get that sigh of relief, like you just take a deep breath and you feel so much better, and then
you do. It
start
feels
to
amazing.
you start to rebuild.
It does.
It's
It really
liberating.
does.
It's humbling at first, but then it's
Right.
liberating because the devil can't
Excuse
hold
me.
you no more.
Hmm.
Right.
He can't.
And people always wonder, they be like, Hyper, I fucks with you, I mess with you because you never changed up, you never switched up. My deal is, number one, I don't ever lie to nobody. My deal is, if I give you my word, then I'm gonna do what it takes to keep my word. Now, am I slow as hell? Am I never on time as fuck? Hell yeah. I will own that. My ass probably gonna be late to my own funeral. They gonna be like, okay, hold up, this bitch is dead. How is she late to her own damn funeral? She's dead. Where is the body? Bitches, don't worry about it. I'll be there when I get there.
Hey,
But
you're the type of woman that's gonna send either me or Lawless a recording and say, "I want you to play this," and you're gonna be
I'm,
knocking on a casket, making everybody
I
laugh.
might be like, what the
Hey, open
fuck?
up!
Be
I'm
like,
in here and let
I'm
me
in
out.
here like I can't breathe. Open this door. Let me in. Let me
Oh
out. Let
my
me out.
God. Oh my
But
gosh.
at the same time, it's like, if I have wronged you, if I have cussed you out, if I have run amok to you, I have always been woman enough, individual enough, human enough to understand that we are to forgive is divine, to err is human. That means the
Mhm.
Bible is letting you know that because of we weren't born where Jesus came from, we're gonna make mistakes. We're not gonna be perfect.
Always. We are.
We're not gonna be perfect. And so, like, basically, you literally have to understand that you're not held accountable. It's just when you add the extra, it's like you gotta be able to say, hey, I messed up, I did X, Y, and Z,
Mhm.
and go from there.
And what's
I'm sorry,
awesome
guys, we got
too,
people coming in asking us where's the show.
it's good to have people in your circle too that hold you accountable. You got to be willing to
Yeah.
accept constructive criticism. I had somebody
Criticism.
tell me the other
Yes,
day,
sister.
hey girl, listen sister, you're teaching people how to treat you, so that's
Mhm.
on you. Did I get mad? Did I say, I like, you know what, you're right, that is on me.
Mhm. And that's it because if it wasn't for my circle, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. I went through a very dark time, including with Jennifer. I went through a very dark time with her. And
Right.
without her holding me accountable and without you and Lawless, holding me accountable for my behavior, before.
Right.
And I mean, to me, now that it's a weight lifted off my shoulder, I feel like I'm 10 times better. You know what I'm
For
saying? And I
sure.
just keep moving because I know that my people are still there. Yeah, I was ashamed of myself for acting like that. And,
Yeah.
it's a very humbling experience, but in the same sense, it's like a weight lifted off your shoulder. It's like, it's a feeling that, like, I'm free. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, now you don't have that
Yeah.
guilt on your shoulders.
Exactly.
And as
Because in
long
the
as you're
simple
committing
fact,
to a plan, you learn from that, and you
Mhm.
you you have to do the work. You have to do the work. You have to break it down within yourself, do the work, and come up with a plan how you can improve yourself and be better.
Mhm.
right?
Agreed.
Because if you don't own shit, then you
You're
don't
just
even
making
put the word
excuses.
account right.
You're just making
That part.
excuses, and you're trying to get the excuse cheer team on your side. And what's that doing for
Yeah.
you? That
Mhm.
is not doing
Absolutely
nothing but
nothing.
hurting you.
Nothing. Exactly. Like you're not taking no type of accountability. You're not saying, okay, I messed up. I may have not chose the right words. I may have not chose the right path, but I want to change. If you feel that what you did was right and you're justified in it, then I can't even begin to have a conversation with you
Mhm.
because you don't even look at what the effed up thing you did.
Mhm.
So why?
Now,
So why even bother?
yeah, exactly. Now, with that being said, and I moved in, I took some field notes here, so I did some research. So, holding yourself accountable, especially in relationships, at work, everyday life, it can also be. There's so many positive effects from it. These
Right.
effects include, like, you can improve your performance in your relationships. Um, a
Excuse me.
positive work environment when you're at work. You make better connections, and when I say better connections, that goes into relationships, like what with me, Hyper, and everybody else, and with Lawless and Jennifer included. Um,
Right.
once you make a better connection, people like to work with you. They like to know that you held yourself accountable, and it leads to
Right.
stronger
Right. Right.
relationships. So when you humble yourself, you just made your whole relationship with your circle or with whomever a stronger bond between you guys, because now you're like, wow, this person admitted that they're wrong. Not only that, you
Right.
hold yourself to a professional growth. You know, accountability can help you focus on your professional growth. So if you have something weighing you down, and you want to sit there and think about, man, I really want to do this, or I want to do this as a business aspect. If you got something that's holding you down, you're not going to think about your business aspect because you're constantly thinking about what's
Right.
hurting you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Well, with
I've
work,
mentioned
you
some
get
things like that.
goals. You get goals. A good leader is going to give you goals. They're going to give you like guidelines, and they're going to hold you accountable to those. So it's like
Hmm.
checks and balances. And that's a good leader. That's a leader being a leader that's putting those things
Right.
out there for you to be accountable for. That's a positive thing in that aspect when it comes to work.
Hmm.
Right.
Now,
Right. For sure.
I looked up this, and it really hit me,
Excuse me.
God bless you, sis. It
Thank
hit
you,
me
bro.
in a certain way that I was like, wow, like I can really relate to it. So I looked it up, and it says, while accountability can be beneficial, it's important to avoid using accountability to punish someone. All right.
Right.
When accountability is used in a way to punish someone, that person may be afraid to bring forth new things and new ideas. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody holds themselves accountable, you can't you can't beat them up for it, because they're admitting that they're wrong and
Right.
they're
That's
willing to move
messed up.
forward
Right.
from it. So instead of being punished, why don't you keep uplifting them? And that goes back to professional growth and stronger bonds. Because
Right. For sure. For
when
sure.
you have people that don't really punish you or don't look down at you for humbling yourself, you feel so much better, and you can. it's so much. There's so much success from accountability.
It takes a
And
lot of courage to do that. It takes a lot of courage to admit fault. It's embarrassing, it's humbling, it's humiliating. So when you do that, if a person is like using that as a weapon against you, that's terrible. There's
Now-
gotta be
Let's go.
forgiveness and grace that comes
Uh-huh.
along with that. If a person's willing to humble themselves and admit wrongdoing, then a certain amount of grace should be given to that person. I
Mhm.
mean, depending on the level of the sin or the wrongdoing, it could be very difficult.
Okay.
But there's
All right,
none
let's
of
go.
us that walk the face of this earth that are perfect.
Uh-huh.
We've all
Right.
messed up. We've all deserved grace. But that's where the plan comes into place of seeing and coming up with a
Hey,
plan.
Hyper, mute your
Keep it.
microphone.
Okay, got you. Hold on. All right, is that better?
Yeah.
You know, you have to come up with a plan, like you said, you know, because
Okay.
if the person is willing to take that step, which is hard, and then you, like you said, someone comes against that person and uses it as a weapon,
Mm-hmm.
that's no bueno. That's definitely not okay.
Yeah, because
That's messed up.
when the person humbles themselves and they hold themselves accountable for things, if you punish them for that, it's just going to be like, well, why did I just humble myself
Right.
and embarrass myself in this situation when I'm just going to get penalized for it, you know? And I agree with you, Jennifer. It's like, you know, how you can move forward through something and feel better about something when it's constantly, you know, or not constantly, but when it, you know, when you get punished for it, you know, and that there should be times where you could be punished for something like that, you know, depending on the circumstance or, you know, or the situation, but not something that you can completely just keep beating somebody over the head over, you know. And like I said, you know, the more and more you hold yourself accountable, the better and the stronger your relationships get in the long run. You know, because not only when you hold yourself accountable, you start to rebuild trust. You start to rebuild your relationships. You begin to have stronger bonds with people all around. So, um, I mean, you can use this in your workplace. You can use accountability in your everyday life. Accountability goes everywhere with you. You know, hell, you can workplace accountability, like employees. If they feel like they did something wrong, you hold yourself accountable for it, and it makes you. It can potentially lead you to be a better team leader.
You
So I don't
can use
know.
it
What do you think?
personally,
Uh-huh.
spiritually, financially, you know, your workplace. There's so many different avenues.
Hmm.
And like you said, retaliation against a person that truly humbles themselves and tries to seek forgiveness and do better is not okay. Now, when you come across a repeat offender who's doing the same acts over and over, then that falls back to the direction I went tonight, a self-reflection of you have to understand, you know, the dynamics of the situation, and at some point learn that you teach people how to treat you. So if you come across a repeat offender, then it's up to you to hold yourself accountable, to expect more, to respect yourself, and possibly walk away from a situation.
Yeah, because at that point, your
You're
self worth, you're putting your self worth at risk because you're like, man, I keep giving this person a chance, or I keep, you know, letting this person get through, you know, holding themselves accountable, but the same action keeps on happening. So yeah, I get it, you know, and when it keeps happening, it questions your worth, you know.
so
So
right now I'm thinking that I'm a hold Hyper accountable to show up. Where are you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at, Hyper?
I know, right?
Bring
So,
it in, bring it in, bring it in.
right. So, with all that being said, I don't know, man. What else you want to touch on? Like financial accountability. Of course, that's like a chain reaction. I mean, in order to be holding yourself financially accountable, you got to make sure your bills are paid. So, obviously, in order for your bills to pay, you got to work. And in order for you to work, you have to have transportation to get to that job. So it all comes down to one thing. And yeah, you have to hold yourself accountable. And
Absolutely. Absolutely.
so I don't know where my co-host went,
Did
but
we lose you, Hyper? Are you out there?
it seems like it. But anyways, we could still go on with the show. You got anything else you want to touch on since we brought you in as a guest?
Um, no, I mean, I think we covered a lot of good points about, I think it falls into self-awareness.
Hmm.
It that's the basis really for everybody in the world. If everybody was more self-aware and cared, you have to care, and you hold yourself accountable, then things would probably vibe so much better. We're still going to bump heads from time to time because we're emotional creatures. We have feelings. We don't sleep. Sometimes we don't eat and we get irritable and we react in ways that we shouldn't based upon like our physical well-being. And that's where, we're self-aware and we realize it, and we humble ourselves, and we ask for forgiveness for those things.
But
um, no one's ever going to be perfect.
yeah.
We're going to learn until we die.
Hmm.
A smart person will always want to learn and open to learn. I want to. I'm always looking for ways to improve myself. I don't have all the answers. And I love learning more every day. So I think it boils down to self-awareness,
Hmm.
accountability's basis, like Hyper said, begins with yourself. And it
Hmm.
really does. You have to know yourself truly.
Well, that brings me up to another situation because you said that spiritual growth and whatnot. You have to hold yourself spiritually accountable for things too, because as a reborn Christian or even a person that believes in God and a person that believes in faith, um, you hold yourself accountable for every sin that you commit and you repent on that. So accountability can range for so many issues and so many things that we can make this hour long podcast go on for hours, just talking about different subjects and whatnot. And you know if you're a Christian or whatnot, and so I know an individual that works for he's a captain for Volusia County, and he's
All right.
also one of my Christian counselors. I had I don't think I've ever heard this man curse in my entire life. I've
Oh
known
wow.
him for almost 20 years, and the man is just so humble. Like even though that we may not see that he does wrong, he's like, "Man, I was wrong for saying that." I'm like, I don't think you said anything wrong. So it does happen on a Christian point of view, and spiritual, because if you end up sliding away from your Christianity or your spiritual side, you have to hold yourself accountable to God, and say, "Hey, look, man, I made a mistake, Lord. Please forgive me, and move forward." Because that goes back to having that weight lifted off your shoulder. Because if you
Right.
constantly sin, it's just gonna keep piling up, piling up, piling up. So spiritual accountability, like I said, we could keep going on and on and on and on and on different subjects that'll just, if we
Right.
can make an hour long show be hours long.
I
So,
think sometimes too, accountability is vulnerability.
mhm.
I
Right,
think that
right.
we get hurt and we react and we're afraid and we assume because we don't know what somebody's going through. They might be void in our life for a moment or distance, not talking to us. And we assume and we become vulnerable and we react without
Mhm.
knowing or asking, and then we say things out of our own insecurity and pain.
And then
Right,
But
end up
right.
and then end up apologizing and feeling really bad about it. I'm
we're
a victim
human.
of
We're
that.
gonna mess up, y'all.
Right.
We're gonna
Like I
mess
said
up.
earlier,
It's
to human
okay,
is to err, and
I
it is okay to mess up. But as long as you are willing to say, "Hey, I messed up. My bad. Can y'all forgive me?"
Right. You know what? I want to say I hit my head, but I really didn't. I was just acting a fool that day
well,
because,
I,
Right, right.
I know we had
Hey, it
I know
happened to
we
the
had
best of us. It really
w-
do.
I know we had an accountability issue tonight, but that's for another
oh, is
day.
that a
Oh,
dig?
is that?
Is that a dig?
That's a dig. That's a dig. That's a whole shot.
Oh,
Shut. You
snap.
gonna shut?
Hey,
I
but
mean, he
pause, time out.
boldly shot.
Girl, I think he's calling you out for real
He
though.
is.
Hey,
Okay,
hey,
fine. You know what? I apologize. I apologize. Like when she shot
You gonna
Martin
need
ear
to show
off. And
up, girl.
hey, hey,
listen.
hyper. In my defense, I'm not the one that
Oh,
initially brought it forward. Miss Jennifer brought it
oh,
forward
oh,
Wait,
first.
Miss
wait.
Jennifer brought it
I didn't say
forward.
nothing about it. All I said
Oh,
was, where's she at? Where's she at?
No,
right.
she said, speaking of accountability, where's my sister Hyper at?
Oh, shit. Shots fired. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to take that L because I had to leave out of the spot that I was in because I accidentally double booked two things at once. So I booked the meeting along with the show, and then I was kind of hoping that they were going to wrap it up faster, but some of the people showed up late. So I'm like, man, I can't
Girl,
take
when you
ninjas
hot, you hot.
nowhere.
I don't know. You just
I'm like, like what is the entire? So I will take my lip, I will take my accountability, and I will apologize. But apparently y'all held it down because we still rolling, we still doing the damn thing.
Hey, I know
we
when
So
I
pouring
had
up. We
it's
pouring
all
up.
to the good.
We
hey,
pouring
It's
up.
all good.
I know when I had technical difficulties, Lawless had to get on and cover for me. So
We
we're
pouring
we're all a
up.
happy family here. So we all hold each other accountable for
Exactly.
what
We
happens.
hold each other accountable. We have it going, we do the damn thing, and we don't. What I love about this energy now is that we don't put blame on each other. Like,
Yeah.
I know y'all wonder, like, whoa, like, do they have, issues behind the scenes? Yeah.
Hell
Everybody's gonna
yeah.
have issues.
Hell yeah.
Everybody's gonna have disability, like disagreements. What the hell wrong with you? We ain't perfect. We human.
Right.
We human.
Yeah.
Like Hollywood might cuss me out next week. I might cuss Jen out. Jen might cuss Lois out. However, you know what I'm saying? We are grown enough. We're adult enough. We're mature enough.
Hey, but
Where we take that accountability.
I do have to tell you this that if it wasn't for you and Lawless and Jennifer and even Fed at some times, like I wouldn't be here without y'all, because some of the things that I did was, a very humbling experience, and without you guys, I wouldn't be here right now. So I appreciate everything that you guys do for me. I appreciate the forgiveness, and I appreciate the camaraderie, the
Right.
familyhood that we got going on here, and I want to keep this
And
going.
I love it.
Listen, we gotta lift each other
I love
up.
it. And you know
We gotta
what?
hold each other down. And sometimes we gotta
Exactly.
smack each other around.
Right.
Just like a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna hold accountable for another thing. Earlier when I was putting the live on, I was, because I'm short. Well, I won't say I'm short. I'm hiding challengely, like I'm challengely hiding. So sometimes
how
it
tall
take
are
me a couple
you?
of extra scoops,
How tall are
girl.
you?
With the shoes, I'm 5'1". Without the shoes, I'm 5 feet.
4'2". She's 4'2".
I,
Stop lying.
yeah,
Damn
I barely make.
dynamite. Damn
I barely.
dynamite.
Lawless thought I was bullshitting too, but when he came to Austin, he looked at it. I was like, "Don't even think about it, sir. Don't even think about." I had to tell him,
Oh
"Don't even
my
think about it,
God, are
sir."
you serious?
So, yes, Mama, I'm
Girl,
that
you got the
way, and
energy
so
though. You got that energy
thank
though.
you.
Hey,
Yes, baby, yes.
Jennifer's
So
damn
I
near 6 foot tall when she's
No,
on
I'm
heels.
not.
When you're like right here to me when you're
man,
when you got heels on.
don't do too much. Don't do too much. Don't do too much. But I was like scooting in my chair, and so the waitress like, "Would you like a hot chair?" And I'm
Oh
like,
Oh
hell
my
no.
"Really?
God.
For real?
Oh
That's what we
hell
do?"
no.
But
Say
I
yeah. If you
but
think you
I
can bring me
accidentally
one, I
hit
wish you would.
this wiggy one.
Oh my
I
God.
wish you would. You know what I'm
I
saying? And
wish you
so I
would.
accidentally hit hit the wrong button. So instead of going live on Facebook, y'all, I hit the live for YouTube. So that's why
Okay.
our audience. And when people started hitting my line saying, "Yo, we can't see the show," I'm like, "We're on live. Get in here." So that was my bad. Like my height, sometimes it is my curse. Now
Well,
sometimes it is a blessing. Like I don't have to pay full price at Six Flags. I don't have to,
Oh my God.
hey.
Can you get on the ride though?
Look, that's when I have to put my other shoes on. Like once they give me
Oh
my
my
discount, I
God.
run and put
I
my other
cannot
shoes
with
on
you right
to
now,
lift my
girl.
height
I
up.
cannot.
So I can, cause the rides be like, you gotta be this tall to ride the ride. So I put my little heels on to be able to ride the ride.
that's yourself holding yourself accountable
Oh my
accountable for being
God.
I'm
short.
holding it down. I'm holding myself accountable the whole ride. I ain't playing
Right.
no games with you.
Well,
No
hey,
games.
on that note, you can go on all the rides with Jennifer because I can't. I got a bad motion sickness when
You
Not
I
got
me,
get on one.
girl. Put me on it. I
okay.
ain't
Put me
scared.
down. I be
I ain't
screaming like,
scared.
"Is that the best you got?" I be like Lieutenant Dane when he jumped in the water and went and
I,
fought the storm. Was like, "That's all
I
you
ain't
got?
scared.
You
Take
ain't
me there.
never scared."
Take me
Oh my
there.
That's what
God.
I'm talking about. But it's like whatever you guys' truth is, as far as your accountability, you do have, like I said, it's a lot of topics. It really is. Lawless brought up some fantastic
He
point
did.
of views, and y'all do not laugh, but I just found out tonight that the POV stood for point of view. I'm a little slow. I catch that special bus.
Oh my
I catch
goodness.
that bus that's like that 6-seater, my own personal little bus. You know what I'm saying? But I was
Yeah.
like, I'd be like, what's the POV? What's the
Uh huh.
POV? Now I see the
Yeah.
POV stand for the point of view. But
That's what makes us
that's
wonderful.
y'all. That's
That's what makes us
yes.
wonderful. The
Come through with
diversity,
it.
without diversity and the point of
Yes.
view, the world would be so boring.
Yep.
It would. It'd be like, I don't know, Europe. Just bland. I mean, just need like a little flavor. Just like a little flavor. Because,
Girl.
I would love to go to London and put a little liquor in their tea. So when they had tea time, see how they really acted. I'm just saying.
Hey,
You like
but
tea and crumpets?
think about this though. You might need a little London trip just to like have some
Yeah.
tea and some crumpets
That was
and
more.
play
And
some,
some crumpets.
you know, just
That
and the
part.
rivets and
That
the
part.
horses.
Be like,
All
hey,
right.
Talio.
Yeah. Right.
Patio.
So, with all that being said, man, like I said, we could keep going on and on with this topic. So, I don't mean to cut us short,
Close it
man.
out.
But hey, man, we got any shout
Yep.
outs
It's
from anybody?
okay.
Jennifer,
Yeah,
since
I'm
you're
gonna give
our
a shout
special.
out.
Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead,
yeah,
Hyper.
special guest. No, go
So,
ahead, sis.
so since Jennifer is our special guest for this evening, so do you want to give any special shout outs to anybody?
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to both of you guys for inviting me. I feel
Hey,
honored and
snap, snap.
privileged. Thank you for giving me the opportunity and thinking so much of me to join your podcast and be a part of it, and everything that goes into it. And a shout out to my baby girl who's about to have my first granddaughter, Gianna. I'm so excited. I
Shout,
cannot
okay,
wait.
shouts.
So I'm
Hey,
waiting on
welcome
that,
to get
y'all.
ready to come to this world. Yes, come
Right?
through,
I'll be
little
busy.
Gigi,
Little
baby
Gigi.
Gigi. Little Gigi, you know that's what Kobe's daughter name was. Her name was Gianna,
Yeah.
and they called her Gigi. So they say it's good
Aw,
luck to name her after. So that baby's gonna be a beautiful spirit. Oh, that's gonna be
cannot
beautiful.
wait.
Well,
Congratulations,
Thank you.
congratulations, sis.
well, Jennifer, our prayers are out there for you and for your daughter. We hope that everything goes
Yes,
good and we have a healthy baby girl on the way. So
yeah,
we
yeah.
love you and we
Spoilage
thank you for coming
for
on.
sure.
And
Thank you for having me, guys.
absolutely,
Yes,
and we'll
yes,
see you again.
absolutely.
We'll see you again soon.
Real
All right,
soon.
bye.
Yes. Bye.
So my shout out, I just want to give a special shout out to my brother Lawless.
For sure.
Brother, without you, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I know we've had some long talks and some harsh ones at that, but you're still a brother to me, and I admire everything about you.
Amen, brother.
You've definitely helped me hold myself accountable for some of my behavior, some of the things that I've done in recent and in later times. So, I just want to give that special shout out to you, man. Thanks for holding me accountable for my actions. I appreciate the forgiveness and I appreciate everything that you've done for us and for the show
For
and what you
sure.
continue to do for us. Hyper, I want to send a special shout out to you. Um,
Oh,
it,
Hollywood.
it's been a rough week, especially with me at work and then my birthday. I kind of thought everybody forgot
Yeah.
about me, but y'all didn't. Y'all made it really good, and I love y'all for that. But on
Love you
another
more,
note,
brother. Love you more.
I'm gonna end it on this. I want to give a special shout out to my kids. My boys, Dolan
Yeah,
and
for
Dayton.
sure.
Y'all mean the world to me. And every podcast from now on, you guys are gonna get a special shout out from me. I just want to let you know that
That's
Daddy's
what's
always
up.
thinking about you. So it's always a pleasure, Hyper, and I love you, sis. And
For
I'll let
sure.
you close
I
us
love
out
you,
with
bro.
your shout outs.
Okay, well, I'm definitely going to give a shout out to Lawless because, he gives a lot of input to us. He's always there, even when he is going through things. He always gives love out to us. So I'm
Hmm.
definitely going to shout bro out right now. I'm going to shout you out, Hollywood, for everything that you have gone through, you have overcome. I'm going to give a shout out, I'm saying, to Fed and wish her well in her endeavors, in the future. I definitely want to give a shout out to Intel because Intel is here faithfully every Friday night. He is like one
Definitely.
of our utmost loyal fans. I definitely want to give a shout out to Cashmere because her birthday is tomorrow and she does a lot. She carries a lot on her plate and she asks for almost nothing in return.
And
So
not to
her energy alone, I want to give that love and shout out, bro.
and even the conversations I've had with
So for
her,
sure, for sure.
she has
Right.
been the most humbling person I think I've known when it comes to a person of her stature. And I had actually had to
Yeah.
apologize to her, and I said, I really need to hold myself accountable because whatever. And she's like, you know what, bro, it's all good. I forgive you. And we move forward,
You
and it's like,
her
wow.
yeah.
But everything she does for our
Right.
organization and then some, it's like I don't understand her. I
Exactly.
don't I don't understand how she does it, but she does it, and she does it
And
very,
we
very
are definitely going to
successfully.
have her on this show. We are definitely going to have her
Definitely,
on this show
agreed,
soon.
agreed.
Soon. All
So
right.
I know
Well,
we're
hey guys, the Libra gang. Yep. What's up, bro? Go ahead and end us. But yeah, I
now.
just wanted to get them
I
shots
just
out. So go ahead, take us home, bro.
so God bless everybody who tuned in, and I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. We promise that we're going to get this all
We
situated
promise
where
next.
we're
Oh
still on to
yeah,
go. So
it's
mad
gonna be
shout out to
situated. Even
everybody
though
in our organization.
you
Yep.
fire shots at me, sir. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's
That's
all
okay.
good.
You could get me back on a later show.
I'm gonna get you back on. Oh, trust me, we doing P Diddy real soon. So
All
y'all
right,
stay
we can do
tuned
that.
for that one. All right. Well, we out. Y'all have a great weekend, and same powerhouse time, same powerhouse channel next week. Peace.
All right, guys, take it easy. Deuces.
Deuce.